So we were at this cabin in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the woods.
That sounds fun.
Being from Florida, it was like, especially from the city, it was like creepy, middle of the woods. Like this is the.
That's true. Where you grew up, it was like, I mean, around you there was like orchards and stuff, but you were in the city.
Yeah, and so here we are up in the mountains, in the woods, in a cabin in literally the middle of nowhere, so dark you can see the stars, and we're like all these city boys, and we're like, this is the perfect location for like a murder movie, and of course, I don't know, we watched the movie Psycho, and so
they had the movie Psycho on your scout camp.
It was on the TV, either on cable or somehow we were watching Psycho, and all the boys were watching it, and it was like freaking them all out. And the leaders think it's funny, so they go outside and they start. So it's actually smart. They take the flashlight from inside the building and they shine the flashlight on the car reflectors, and so the reflector starts brightly, flickering outside of the cars. And so we're like, hey, there's a light outside. There's somebody outside. And all the boys start freaking out. And so we're like all out the window, like seeing these lights moving around.
This is the perfect situation where as a kid, you don't realize like how much trouble adults are making. The adults, and they're thoroughly enjoying it.
Oh, yeah.
And doing mean things, but it's like you don't even realize you're just kind of like going through this situation, right? But like as an adult, you look back and go, those leaders!
Naughty.
Yeah. But it's really funny at the same time. And I think it's funny because we're adults and we do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. And then actually, I think there was a leader outside walking with a flashlight. And anyway, all of us boys were losing our minds over this terror that was gripping all of us.
Did you know I've never seen Psycho?
I don't know if I've seen it since.
I don't really want to see it either.
It's just about murder and killing.
Sounds scary.
At least that's what I remember.
What's so ironic about that story, though?
It's not over yet.
What's so ironic about that story, though?
I haven't finished telling it.
Is that the guy who I dated in high school, he also watched Psycho at Young Men's at the church building, though. They watched it for an activity when probably also the Young Men's leaders weren't even there. Anyways, I just think it's funny that both of you guys watched it at church activities. I've never even seen it. Anyways. Continue.
So, thank you. So all the boys were losing their minds. They were freaking out. Panic attacks left and right. And at this point, the leaders are like, okay, guys, it's time to go to bed.
How old were you?
On this trip, I was probably 15 or 16, something like that.
What were the youngest that were there?
12.
12, watching Psycho alone in the woods. Aww.
So we turn off the TV. Everybody's going to bed, but the boys are still like freaked out of their mind. And so they're all panicking like that they're going to get murdered in their sleep for some reason. So they start going into the kitchen and grabbing knives. And they're planning on going to sleep with a knife clutched closely to their chest in case someone tries to attack them or scare them in the night.
Oh my goodness.
I know, right?
That's so dumb.
So we all go up these stairs of this creepy old cabin. It'd be cool to go back to this cabin, actually. We walk up the stairs in this creepy old cabin, and there's like 3 bedrooms with big old beds, and there's like 4 or 5 kids on each bed.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's a lot of kids.
Kind of weird. I don't know. But so we're all cuddled together in these beds, half of the boys holding knives, and it's like pitch black.
This is the stupidest thing ever.
Even in the moment, I was like, you guys are being so stupid right now. You should not be having knives going to bed. Someone's going to get stabbed.
See, this is where me, as like, if I was in your exact situation, I would not have hesitated at all to be like, leaders, come take care of this. Like, I'm totally tattling. No remorse whatsoever either. And I don't care what they say. I don't want them to die, and I don't want to die. You know? When
all the lights were turned off in the house was so dark. I specifically remember putting my hand in front of my face and not being able to see my hand. Because it was so pitch. Like, I've never been in a place that dark, but like in the middle of a cave or something with all the lights off.
Wow.
Anyway, so as we're laying in bed, trying to fall asleep, everybody's still kind of freaking out. all of a sudden, as I'm drifting off to slumberland, I hear the most earth-shattering, piercing, girly scream I've ever heard in my entire life.
Wow.
And I was like, someone just died. That was all I could think in my mind was, it happened. Somebody got stabbed and now they're dead. And I think that was probably one of my friends.